Heidi asks who he's going to get a house from. He tells her not to worry about that, and all she needs to worry about is how she's going to break it to Lauren.
He's like a drug dealer, right? He's like, don't you worry about that.
Yeah. Like, what is this question? Where are you getting a house? I'm renting. What? Who has houses who's handing out the houses?
Yeah. Welcome back to a new episode of Millennial TV. We are your hosts, Liz, Candace, and Adrienne, and today we will be recapping The Hills Season 2, Episode 9, New Year, New Friends. Just a quick reminder that if you're not already following us on Instagram, you should be, and you can find us there at Millennial TV, that's TEAV. We also would love it if you would check out our YouTube channel at Millennial TV Podcast. We have a lot of video recap episodes, and you can watch all of our interviews we've done there as well. And we'd super appreciate it if you'd give us a follow, leave a review, or share us with a friend. Any type of engagement helps our channel grow, and we love interacting with you guys. So I'm very excited to get into this New Year's Eve episode. But first, let's talk pop culture news. All right, so instead of pop culture this week, we are going to continue on with our journal entries. What did we call it last week?
Diary entries from my high school life or something.
Okay.
Random. I don't know. Yeah. It doesn't have a name.
Okay.
It's just diary entries from our young life.
Okay. Well, I went through a box in my garage today, and I have like 5 old diaries in there, ranging from like age 8 to like 15, and it was like so embarrassing to read through some of this stuff. I was like I cannot do this, but anyways, I'm gonna do it.
Wait, and I want to know like what your diaries look like.
Well, I have mine right here. It's got Snoopy on it.
Aww.
Yeah. My other ones are all like have like weird animal designs on. They were all like bright colors, like Lisa Frank style for the most part. Yeah. I also found this old wrapper in here from when we used to play laser tag. It's from Laser Quest.
Aww.
I know. I'm like, so funny that I save these things.
My memory box has all my like movie tickets. I used to save movie tickets.
I did too. Yep.
I have like 6 Twilight ones.
So this one, I started it right before January 1st, 2000, so the millennium. So I'm going to read a little bit of that page, but then I found stuff where I was talking about last week when I mentioned like a boy from church. Like I found me writing about him.
Oh.
And so wait, how old were you?
So in 2000, I was 13.
Okay.
And then it goes into 2001. So I was mostly 13 on these. So I just had to read you guys this because it cracked me up. So I wrote, "Here I come, year 2000. Today is December 27th of 99 and Friday is 2000. Yay. I can't wait to see what happens because all these people are freaking out about Y2K. LOL." I said, you know what? I absolutely love Brian Luttrell. I'll probably write a ton of stuff about him in here. Well, catch you later.
Oh
I
my
wrote
God.
I Heart Brian on the bottom.
That is so funny.
Oh my God, you like put his whole name in there too.
Sure did. Well, Brian Luttrell is from the Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
But what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Is
talking
that his
about
last name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there's so much stuff about how much I love Brian in this.
This is not the church boy
No,
yet.
this was Brian Luttrell.
That was Brian Luttrell. I just had to read that first one because it cracked me up.
No, I love that because it like is so true to who you are today.
Yeah, for real.
There was another one that I did. I won't read the whole thing, but it was January 14th. And I'm like, well, it's Friday, TGIF. I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow. And guess what? It's 2000 and Y2K didn't happen.
I love that you wrote about
I'm still alive.
That's funny.
I remember being like actually like anxiety terrified. Like I thought something crazy was going to happen. The world was going to end. And when you grow up in church and you learn about like the rapture, like that's what I thought was going to happen. And so I was like terrified, and then nothing happened. But then I had residual anxiety every New Year's for like 6 years.
Just scared that something might happen.
Yes.
Aww.
That the world was going to end or something.
Okay, so this is the first time I mentioned this guy from church. His name was David. So this was August 6, 2000. And I put, the 11th is Sarah's wedding, and I'm a bridesmaid. I can't wait. That was my cousin. But this past Tuesday, I started my period. It's weird.
I love it.
And I really, really like this boy at my church, and I think he thinks I'm hot. I can't wait to see him Sunday, but I don't know if I should go out with him or not. I'm so confused. Well, gotta go.
Well, he definitely thought you were hot. Let's just throw
definitely.
that out there.
And this is from a couple days later. I put, my mom won't let me call boys, so Melissa was supposed to call David and tell him to call me, but she hasn't yet. I made up my mind. If David asks me out, I will say yes. And then September 6th, it's official. I'm going out with David. Yay! I'm so happy.
The timeline is so good.
And then, like, a week later, I broke up with David. Why'd I think he was all that and so hot? Well, now I'm single, so that's cool.
Oh my God. That is so funny.
Oh my God.
And then it goes on and on about how I have like another crush on like some guy named Dan. And like, I remember this David kid. I remember what he looked like, but I have no idea who these other people are. So I don't remember them. And then I went on to have like some grand plan about... This is ridiculous. Okay, like a month later, I put, okay, listen up. I have a genius idea. Well, here's the story. David, aka Butthead, and his friend Shane keep calling me, and I don't want to talk to them. So I'm going to ask Dan to do me the biggest favor in the world. If he says yes, then this is what'll happen. He'll call David and be like, stop calling my girlfriend, okay? She doesn't like talking to you. So what do you think? He would pretend I was his girlfriend, but I wish it was for real. And tell Butthead to stop calling me. And then I put, oh my gosh. And then I just kept going on about how much I like Dan so much. So there's the saga of David, the church boy.
I love every part of it.
Sneaky, Liz. You're like, even
know.
got a fake
I'm, like,
boyfriend going on. Yeah.
I love how I'm like, my mom won't let me call boys, but so Melissa is going to call him for me. It's like, oh my gosh. So I found other ones for the next time I do that are about another guy that I dated, like, well, I didn't actually date him, but like a little bit later, and those were pretty juicy too. So to be continued.
Ooh, I can't wait.
No. Y2K did not happen, so we're good.
13-year-old Liz she's chaos.
No, for real. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The way you tell the stories, by the way, it sounds so much like your daughter when you were telling us like her stories the other day.
Oh my gosh.
You're just Charlie.
Yeah.
I can see her talking like that when she's a little bit older. And she actually does talk like that too now. I just love that I'm like, here's the deal. Like, it's like I'm writing a story or something.
And make her like write a diary too. Because
yes.
like, it'll sound just like you. It's so cute.
Wow. I'm excited to hear one of yours, Adrienne, next time. Or
I know I gotta go grab my diary from my dad's house.
Because this new series, Diary of a Middle Schooler or Diary of a High Schooler, is just gonna be great.
On to the episode. So on the previously on, Lauren says that Heidi let her down one too many times. But her and Audrina were getting really close, and she was finally adjusting to things without her best friend. Now, with New Year's Eve coming up, she had to think about her own mind, and she just couldn't wait around for Heidi anymore.
And we don't want you to wait around for Heidi, Lauren. You go, girl.
In our first scene, Lauren and Audrina are shopping at Tracy Rose, and Audrina asks what friends of Lauren's from Laguna are coming for New Year's, and Lauren says she invited her friends Jill, Natanya, and Lo.
Yay, Lo!
Natanya, who is this person?
Who is Jill? I didn't recognize either of them.
Who is Natanya? I want to know why we did not meet them on Laguna Beach. Very upsetting to me.
I feel like Jill is still the same friend that we see her tagged in photos today, but Natanya, never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
Never heard of her.
But Lo is exciting. Lo is very exciting.
Yes,
I was excited.
Lo.
So Audrina asks, so you've known Lo since high school? And Lauren says that she's known Lo since like 3rd grade. And I was just like, come on, Audrina. Like, do you really not, like, didn't you watch Laguna Beach? Don't you know?
I don't think
it's such
she
a
did.
stupid.
I don't think she cared. Like,
Probably not.
I really think she really didn't know, because I don't think she went back and, like, I would have, because I'm a psycho, but, like, I don't think normal people would do that.
I would have been like, oh, I'm going to be on this show about this person. Let me watch their other show. Like,
yeah.
Maybe it wasn't as accessible back then.
But I thought there was, is Lo anything like Jen? She asks her later, and I'm like,
yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
So, yeah, Lauren tells her that she's really going to like Lo. She's hilarious. And then, yeah, Audrina asks if she's anything like Jen. And Lauren makes the most, like, confused face at that question and says one of the reasons her and Lo got in a big fight and hadn't talked in a few years was because of Jen. And I was like, oh, Jen the rat at it again.
This is so bad, because we don't really know what happened, but there are
That's
rumors.
what I was going to say.
Yeah,
okay, so what have we heard?
Fight?
Yes, so the rumor is that Jen was spreading rumors to the tabloids about Lauren. Don't know what those rumors were. This was pre-sex tape.
Mm-hmm.
And had told Lauren that it was Lo.
Oh.
And then when Lo and Lauren talked, Lo was like, yeah, no, that was Jen.
Oh my gosh.
So Lauren didn't talk to Lo over something that Jen had done. So I think that's why later in a couple episodes she says, like, you've been caught in lies about things. Like,
right.
She's just, I think that she's just so shady. I think she really wanted to, at the time, be relevant and famous. Like they all did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back in that time, it was like, you just want to stay relevant. You want to stay on screen. You want to stay on camera.
Right.
Tabloids don't offer a little bit of money. They offer a lot of money for stories.
Yeah.
Do they really?
Yeah, and pictures and stuff. Yeah.
Like
a
especially
lot.
back then about like certain people. Like it depends on who it is, right? You could probably get like a little bit for, a random B celebrity, but for like these people who were like on TV every week, you could probably get a good bit of money from selling stories about them.
I can't believe you just said for a B celebrity, but these people, oh my God.
During the time it was on.
Yes, I get it.
Obviously now, like nobody cares, okay? Right?
People are posting themselves on. Yeah.
But like back then, those people were all over US Weekly and People, and like that's what we were reading about.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you said that, because I was literally on Reddit today and somebody posted that they loved Lauren's era after she was done with The Hills and she was dating Kyle Howard.
I just saw that today.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of paparazzi pictures of Lauren with him, and I'm like, they were so popular.
Yes. Yeah. Everyone's like, I miss seeing her outfits, like her hair, her style.
She wasn't even on the show anymore, and like there was
totally.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that you can make a good bit of money from selling stories about somebody, especially if the tabloids know that you're close with them, because then they're like, well, this is true.
They believe
you know?
Yeah.
So that's the rumor. Now, I would love to know what actually happened. Like, I would literally kill to have tea time with Lauren and just be like, spill what happened, what was going on with Lo and Jen, and she'd probably sip her tea and be like, I'd rather not say, because she's Lauren and she's classy. But I die every time this comes up because I really want to know what happened.
We should try, and I don't think like Lo would be interested anymore because her era of talking about like reality TV is also over. Yeah. But we're going to try hard, you guys. We're going to try to reach out to Lo and get her to come on.
For the record, I did try to reach out to Lo for Laguna Beach. She did not respond.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you probably didn't offer her a Birkin bag, so.
Yeah.
That came up again recently because Kristen was like talking about it.
I would have sold her out for a Birkin bag. And then I would have told her about it later. I'd have been like, they gave me a Birkin. Sorry.
Yeah.
So they continue to talk about the plans to meet at Lauren's, and Lauren says that she has a feeling that Heidi is going to spend most of the night with Spencer. She says it's understandable since it's New Year's, and that's why she invited other people to come out with them. Audrina asks if they're riding in the limo with them, and Lauren says, no, Spencer's not allowed in the car. And Audrina says that she's excited, and Lauren just hopes that it's better than last year's New Year's Eve.
Liz, I'm laughing at your note because what? I literally, go ahead, say your note.
That I liked the dress Lauren was trying on.
My only other note for this scene was also that dress she's trying on is hideous.
Oh my God.
I really didn't like it.
I thought it was pretty.
I'm like, oh no.
Oh, I wrote, Lauren is trying on a really pretty dress. Sparkly beading in the front of the dress.
Okay, maybe it's just me. I wasn't into the beading. I wasn't into it. I thought it looked like hippie. I don't know.
Well, she didn't buy it, so yeah.
I was like, oh no.
That's so funny.
Really pretty now. Okay.
We are then at a baseball field where we see Whitney up to bat at a baseball game. Lauren and Audrina are on the bleachers cheering her on, and Whitney hits the ball and runs to a base, and then suddenly the game is over. We see like her and her friends walking to the bleachers.
Why though? Why is Whitney playing baseball?
Because they don't have any other guys to play sports.
I'm like, that was so random. And also she hit that ball pretty good. She's like good at it.
She was very good, yeah. Just like so out of nowhere. So Whitney comes to thank Lauren and Audrina for coming, and the first thing was I was like, oh my gosh, at Audrina's hat.
So ugly.
Oh, so ugly.
Well, and it was a nice sunny day. Like, and I know it was probably cold because it was around New Year's Eve, but like they were playing baseball and it was like a nice sunny day and she's wearing this hat for the winter.
Yeah, like a winter, like knitted, and it was like dark gray with like a baseball bill, and it was like poofy. And I was like, oh my gosh, because I feel like I had a hat like that at some point.
Oh, I definitely.
Oh my gosh, it was so ugly. So I'm glad you guys agree.
Ugly as sin, but we all had them.
Yeah, exactly.
There was an era where like, I think it was Lauren's like doing, but like wearing those slouchy, cute, like winter hats that like never freaking stayed on your head and you had to bobby pin the crap out of your hair. But like, that was cute if you could get that to stay on your head.
That was cute.
And it didn't do anything like warm your actual head because it was more like a headband.
Yeah.
Or the yarn was like super, super thin. It was like string.
Or it was so holy that like, you know?
It rained. He's still getting wet,
Yeah.
God, I love 2000s fashion. It was based in nothing.
So Whitney asks what they're going to do for New Year's, and Lauren says that she asked Heidi something about New Year's, and Heidi asked Lauren what she was going to do for New Year's, and Lauren's reaction was, well, what are we going to do? And Whitney says that last year she kissed 3 guys on New Year's, and it was the sluttiest moment of her life.
I love that for Whitney.
Was great.
I know.
Lauren says that she's just going to grab someone to kiss like she did 2 years ago, and then Audrina says, we're going to have a good New Year's this year.
Okay, surprise, surprise. I thought Lauren looked really chic in this scene.
I don't remember what she was wearing.
I did not know anything.
It was really basic, but she looked cute.
I was too distracted by the hat.
I know, the hat was very bad. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Next, we are at the clothing boutique, Milk, in West Hollywood, and I thought this was funny. This is not to be confused with the Milk Bar that they go to in later seasons, because when it first popped up, I was like, oh, they're at the Milk Bar, and then I was like, oh, wait, no, this is like a clothing store, so that was interesting.
I hate the word milk. It's just gross. It's just one of those words that gives me the skeevies.
So Heidi and Spencer are inside looking at clothes, and Heidi is shopping for a New Year's Eve dress. Spencer asks what the plan is for New Year's and if they are going to get their own night together. She says they'll go to dinner together without the posse, and then we'll meet up with everyone at Area after. Spencer asks who everyone is, and she says Lauren and her friends from Laguna. Spencer says, I'm done hanging out with Lauren.
Okay.
But Heidi says that she's really excited to spend New Year's Eve with Lauren. She says 2006 was a hard year on their friendship. She wants to make more of an effort, and she wants to spend New Year's with her 2 favorite people. She says Lauren means a lot to her, and it's unfair to her. And Spencer is giving her this, like, you're crazy type of look. And then he gives her a hug and says, I don't want anything to be unfair to Heidi. I'm a very fair person. He then says he has some big news that he wants to talk about. And the news is, what if I was moving out of the condo and I was going to get a house with Princess Heidi? Heidi makes like a hesitant face at him and he's like, no, maybe. Heidi says obviously she would love to move in with him, but she made a commitment to live with Lauren. She's trying to work things out and that would just make it worse.
Why does he talk about her in third person?
I know. Why does he talk the way he does
like,
at all?
He's so grossed out by that. Like, stop.
Like, also the way that he was like weirdly like dancing around with her in the store, like this the whole like body language, I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah,
very strange.
I will say Heidi looked really pretty because her hair was like freshly dyed and highlighted, and like it looked like she had just walked out of a salon.
It's so soft and so fluffy, like so it was pretty. Beautiful.
Yeah,
but any guy who doesn't want you to hang out with your best friend is gross.
Bad news.
Yeah,
this whole living together thing is weird because I feel like they make it a really big deal, and she's like, I made a commitment to live with her, but like everyone knows that every roommate situation has an expiration date.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like you're not going to live with your best friend forever because you guys have individual lives.
I don't think that you think that though when you're like that young. You're like, this is going to be my roommate for like a long, long time.
And also it seems like her and Spencer hadn't been together for that long.
True.
Or how everybody was like, what? Like it's only been a few months. So
yeah,
that's true.
So Spencer says that it's really annoying and he doesn't want to say it's affecting their relationship, but it definitely doesn't help it. Then he says, well, at least put that in your head because I think it's a good solution. Heidi says it's not like he wouldn't have to worry about it anymore because Lauren is still her best friend, but Spencer says, like, you guys are still best friends anymore. She spends all her time with Audrina. Heidi doesn't say anything and he says, just think about it, dear. Just think about it. But I was wondering, do you guys think that this was really a surprise question to Heidi, or had they talked about this already? Because it didn't seem like she was like, what? Oh my gosh, like.
It's so hard to judge like how they are because I feel like they're acting in every scene now.
Exactly.
Like, like they've had the convo, they know they're going to bring it up. They know they're like already scripting out how Heidi should act in these scenes. So I just I feel like I see that watching it this time.
Yeah. I think it happened exactly the way Andrew Perry said it happened in terms of like Heidi probably went to Sophia and said, I'm thinking about moving in with Spencer. And Sophia said, great, talk about it on camera.
Yeah.
I think that's what this was. And they were both like, okay.
I more feel like Heidi and Spencer are already plotting what their lives are going to be like. And then they're like, let's talk about it on camera and make it seem like you're really like conflicted. Like, that's what I feel.
I think you're giving them too much credit.
I think you're giving them too little. These people are the ones that are calling paps on themselves in an era where that never happened.
Not at this
oh my
point
god.
In the show.
Yeah.
Not yet. They weren't doing that until at least season 3, like interim of season 2 and season 3.
So in a few months they would be doing that, but Spencer coming on the show with the intentions that he had, I feel like this kind of stuff was already on his mind.
Sure.
And Heidi wanting to be the star of the Hills, or wanting to be famous, I feel like she would have really bought into whatever Spencer was selling her.
Yeah, I agree.
Sure.
I also feel like Heidi would have immediately said yes to him asking her to move in. I feel like her being hesitant is a total act. I don't know.
I don't know. I think she knew Lauren was going to be mad.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. But I think she wanted to move in with him. I feel like she'd be like, yes, let's do it,
Yeah.
Next, we are at the Warren Tricomi Salon, where Lauren and Heidi are getting their hair and makeup done for the night. And Heidi confirms that they're going to be at Area for the countdown. Lauren tells her they need to leave earlier because she has to pick up a guy that she met last night. And Heidi asks, you met a guy last night? And Lauren says if Heidi would have come out, she would have known that. And she tells her that this guy is visiting from Colorado and he should be in town for another 5 days. Lauren says, I asked him out, I called him, and I'm picking him up. She says when Heidi sees him, she won't think he is Lauren's type. And Heidi says, well, maybe that's a good thing.
Do you guys know who that guy is?
No.
The guy that she ends up on a date with, his name is Derek Thaler. And he was on an ABC Family sitcom called Baby Daddy.
Oh, yeah, I know Baby Daddy.
Yeah, he's the hockey player brother. That's who that guy is. I was like,
weird.
Wait a minute. Yeah. So that's a thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know he was a person. Yeah. A famous person.
Kind of famous.
Not famous. Okay. A actor.
It is a good show, though. Baby Daddy is a good show. I thought it was funny.
So Lauren says that it's a very good thing, and have you met my type? Lauren then calls out to Audrina, who we see sitting in a third salon chair on the other side of Heidi. And Heidi looks annoyed as Lauren tells Audrina like how pretty she looks. Heidi asks Lauren what her New Year's resolution is, and Lauren says, Audrina and I are going to take kickboxing. And Heidi looks even more annoyed at this, and Lauren's like, huh, Audrina? And Audrina says, it's like such a good workout. I want to try it. And as Heidi is looking very annoyed now, Audrina says, hey, Lauren, should we just grab something to eat? And Lauren says they could order a pizza and champagne. And as the hairstylist is curling Lauren's hair, she asks if they want their hair up or down. And we see that Audrina's hair is basically being styled exactly the same as Lauren's. And Lauren says, we're like twins, Audrina. And Heidi abruptly gets up and says that she has to go to dinner, but asks if they'll meet up tonight at Area. Lauren's like, mm-hmm. And then Heidi storms out. I thought this whole scene was hilarious.
It's really awkward.
Yeah.
I felt bad for Heidi. I would be pissed if I were her. Because, like, Lauren and Audrina were obviously trying to like piss her off and make her feel left out. I know she's been the one like ditching them. Okay, like I get that.
And I think Lauren was like trying to get a dig back in.
Mm-hmm.
But it was so obvious.
Right, but you cannot ditch your best friend for months and months and months for your boyfriend and then just show up and expect everything to be fine. They are going to move on and have other friends. And she did become closer to Audrina, so that was your fault. You let that happen. Yeah. You left space for her to be more comfortable with Audrina. That's on you.
I know, but did she have to rub it in her face like that?
Yes. Absolutely, yes.
I felt bad for her, but deserved, of course, if you're ditching your best friend for all that time.
Yeah, but then she went to dinner with Spencer.
Yeah, but she ended up at Area.
I would have been like, Spence, I can't go to dinner. I need to reclaim my best friend
status. I need to get my friend back. Yeah. We then see Spencer and Heidi getting out of a car and heading into the restaurant Dolce to have dinner. And I laughed at Spencer in this because, like, when they were getting out of the car, he told Heidi that she looked like a princess. But as he was opening the door to the restaurant, we hear him, like, whisper, open the store for the princess. And it was just ridiculous. So
I know that Heidi like wants to be treated like a princess. It's like her thing. But Spencer is so over the top about it that like
it's annoying.
I would be like, stop. You're embarrassing me.
So they're at a table and Spencer says that he doesn't want to be at the club and he just wants to take her home right now. Heidi says she wishes they could just go home, and Spencer says, why can't we? Oh, that's right, because you have another boyfriend named Lauren Conrad that we have to meet at the club. And he asks if she's given any more thought to his offer, and Heidi says, honestly, in the next couple years, I want to move in with you. I love you. I want to be with you. I just feel like, and she goes silent, and Spencer says, it's not like I'm sitting here demanding anything from you. And Heidi says she feels like if she moves out, it will compromise her and Lauren's friendship. Spencer says it shouldn't be this juggling act. There's a big difference between being friends and people you're romantically and intimately involved with. But Heidi says she's trying really hard. She's trying hard to keep him happy, her happy, and she knows it shouldn't be a balance like that because he is who she's in love with. He asks why Lauren can't live with someone else, like Audrina, and Heidi just like looks pissed off and, ugh, Spencer.
I feel like I'm gonna like have a different take, but okay. Mm-hmm. Your best friend is someone different than who you are romantically involved with. Like, that is true.
Yes.
So, like, I actually see where he's coming from and that he's so annoyed that Heidi just keeps feeling like, oh, I have this friend that, like, I have to, like, hang out with and cater to. And I would totally be Team Spencer if he weren't so annoying in, like, the episodes before this and, like, didn't treat her friends as badly. Mm-hmm. Then I'd probably be like, yeah, I think they're just, like, really, like, deep in love and just, like, you know, in their little, like, honeymoon stage. Like, I think that happens. But because Spencer is literally awful to Heidi's friends, then he loses in this situation.
And there's a balance. You don't need to spend every waking moment with your boyfriend. And you don't need to spend every waking moment with your best friend.
You can't help yourself when you're in that honeymoon phase.
Yeah, but I still need you to be there for me and be my friend.
Yeah.
Agreed. I just think that, like, it's easier when it's not you.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think every young girl goes through this.
Oh, totally.
Yes,
I remember
absolutely.
going through it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a thing in high school. It's like, oh, your friend gets a boyfriend and then you don't see her for, however many months. But like,
yeah,
it's annoying
it is annoying.
It is.
When you're not, it's frustrating. So I get where Lauren is coming from. I also think that she's they're just in different places, right? Like Heidi's in love and Lauren is still kind of bitter from her breakup.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
And she's kind of dating, but also like not really doing anything serious. So like they're just in different places. So like it's natural that her and Audrina would bond because Audrina's in the same place.
Totally.
And so it does get like that. Because I remember I was in a relationship for 6 years after high school. I was like 19, 20 till I was like 26. But I remember it was like right when we were all turning 21 and like going out and like partying, and I was the only one in a serious relationship. And it is different. Like your life is different from your friends' lives at that point. Like you're staying in on Friday nights and cooking dinner together and like, whatever. And they're like wanting to go get drunk and like you want to go, but also you don't want to like make your boyfriend sad and like then he can't come because it's like a girls' night or whatever. Like you're just in different places. It is hard though. Like it is a very hard balance. Like I remember being like, I feel like I need to do both things and I can't.
Totally. And it is also different. I feel like I've been with Max for such a long time, and like I would go out with my best friends who are single, and even my best friends would be like, like it's really fun, but it is just different. Like when I go out with other single girls, because like I'm like, I can hang, like I can do all these things, but it's like you going in with other girls who are all single and like wanting to go out there and like meet guys. Right. Yeah, it's totally different. Whereas I would go and like try to wing her and do all these things, but it's different. It's different.
You're kind of like, I want to go home and snuggle.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't need to be here. I'm just here because it's fun.
Yeah. It is different. And like your friends are like, let's do more shots. And you're like, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
So next we are at the Hillside Villas where the girls are getting ready to go out and we see Lo. Yay!
Yellow.
She is taking a picture of Lauren and Audrina, and then Lauren takes a picture of Lo, Jill, and Natanya, and they are drinking champagne out of little plastic cups. And I thought Lo seemed like she was pretty drunk already. Like, okay, yeah, she was like
and
stumbling
she's back
a little
with
bit.
her 50s housewife clothes and hairdo.
Oh, I hated her.
That hair with like the very high empire waist. I was like, oh my god, she looks like the wife of a mayor, like attending a ball or something.
Oh my gosh.
For listeners who did not listen to our Laguna Beach recap, we talked about this all the time, that Lo dresses like a 50s housewife. And so seeing her back and immediately in a 50s housewife outfit, I was like,
but like way worse on the hills. Like in Laguna, she was still like teens, like she could pass as a teenager, but this one I was like, what happened to you in the year that like he didn't see you in?
Yeah, I thought it was very old lady-ish, honestly. Like it just it was not.
The hair was not good.
The hair.
I loved Lauren's outfit though. 10 out of 10 would wear today. And the rest of the outfits were so mid 2000s era. I was just like, oh my god! Like you can totally tell of what time period this was in.
Yeah, it's funny because the only reason I liked Audrina's dress was because it looked like 2006, 2007. I was like, I definitely wore a dress like that.
Yeah.
So they cheers to spending New Year's with the people that are most important to us. And Lo says she's excited for tonight and that she needs a New Year's kiss. Audrina says she's never had a New Year's kiss. And Lauren says that she's had one for the past 4 years, but has only had one good one.
Was that Jason?
I hope. Oh gosh. I'm like drunk, like cigarette mouth.
Yeah.
The top hat.
His top hat, yeah. Like tackling her.
The dead flowers, yeah.
Yeah, all of it. Lo asks where Heidi is, and Lauren tells her that Heidi's at dinner with Spencer, and Lo asks, is that like her man? And Lauren and Audrina both reply that he's her boyfriend, and Lo says, I love Heidi, she's so sweet. Lauren says that she does too, and then Lo whispers, I heard Spencer was an ass. And Audrina and Lauren both say that they're not going to say anything and that they'll have to tell them what they think later after they meet him. And Okay, I was like, I'm sorry, but I think it's a little weird that Lauren hasn't told Lo anything about Spencer. I know they had
No
like a
freaking
falling out,
way.
whatever, but like if that was my best friend, I'd be
I don't think
like,
they talk very much.
I don't know. I just feel like I would have been like, I have to tell you about this right now, you know, like when Lo first got there, but I don't know.
Maybe they fell out really bad, but yeah. I'm surprised.
I was surprised
I think
that she
this was
didn't
like
know.
their first like coming back together as friends. Like I don't think it was like, you know, you're still kind of like slowly working your way back in.
I guess, yeah.
To the top level, you know.
I'm like, everyone looks so cute for New Year's, and they all look like they're going to a different party than Lady Lo.
Oh, it's
Lady
so true
Lo.
though. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I tried to do like, I don't know, not like a whole rundown on their dresses, but yeah, I liked Lauren's dress, Audrina's dress. Like I liked it for the style and year that it was. But yeah, I didn't like Lo's dress at all.
But
and
none of them would you wear like today out? Because I would genuinely wear Lauren's outfit out today.
Yeah, I would wear Lauren's, and oh yeah, I didn't mention it in the last scene, but I really liked Heidi's New Year's Eve dress too. I would wear hers for sure.
Yeah.
The three of theirs, Lauren, Heidi, Audrina.
Yeah.
Not Lo.
No.
Not Lo.
Absolutely not.
Would not take my fashion cues from Lo. In any time period.
Okay, so we are finally at the club and we see the group of girls walking into area. Heidi and Spencer are in the back of a car and he says, "Let's not go to the club. I could care less about any person in area." And Heidi asks him to please not make this hard. We then see Lauren talking to her date, Derek, and he's telling Lauren about his speedboat. There's this funny moment where Lauren and Lo are taking photos with like a bunch of balloons, and Lauren to the balloons was like, "Oh my God, these are intense." Just like, it was just funny. It was a fun montage, New Year's Eve montage. Spencer and Heidi are coming into the club, and we see the girls having drinks. As Spencer and Heidi walk to the table, Lauren whispers to Lo, "That's Spencer." And Lo is just like, "Yeah." And she kind of like rolls her eyes. Lauren is shouting about wanting a Cocker Spaniel to her date. And Heidi looked really upset in this moment.
She's drunk.
Yeah. It's so funny. We see Heidi and Lo talking, and Heidi says, "My boyfriend's cute, right?" Lo tells her that he's totally cute, and then they show this shot of Spencer with like the silliest, like fake weird smile on his face, and I was just like, yeah, totally cute. Like it was just good editing there.
At one point, they show like a bottle of Grey Goose like pouring into glasses, and I'm like, girl, the Grey Goose is flying. Like we are having a party. Like these bitches be drunk.
It was great. I wanted to be there.
I know their going out looks so much fun, and like my going out was never that much fun.
I know.
Not like that. Yeah.
Like I was usually drunk and tables by the end of it. God. Like it was not. It was not this like, yeah, we're having such a good time. It was like this person's fighting with this person. This person's about to break up. I'm crying just because I'm drunk and I have no actual drama. Like it's just not this classy.
Heidi and Lo are still talking, and Heidi tells Lo that Spencer asks her to move in with him, and Lo says, "That's a pretty big step. That's really serious." And then Audrina starts yelling about how it's almost midnight, and they all start to stand up, and Spencer and Heidi are standing by Lo and Lauren, and Spencer asks if Lauren wants a sparkler. Lauren takes it from him and is like, "Happy New Year's, thank you." And Spencer asks how many minutes they have, and there's 3 minutes to go. And then they're all holding lit sparklers while counting down. And I was just like, how is this allowed in a club? Like all these lit sparklers, like smoke is just like everywhere. It just seemed a little dangerous and against the rules. I don't know. So they count down from 5, and Lauren and Derek have a pretty good kiss. Audrina and Lauren kiss and they hug, and everyone's shouting Happy New Year's. Heidi, however, looks like she is having the absolute worst time and is totally unhappy. And Spencer tells her that she looks amazing. And then we cut to everyone outside getting into their cars. And I just was kind of like, I'm assuming Spencer and Heidi definitely kissed at midnight, and they just chose not to show us that to make it more awkward.
It didn't support the narrative, yeah.
Yeah, and I did feel a little bit bad for Heidi because her and Spencer were definitely like the odd ones out. But then I was like, oh, but she like told Lo about Spencer asking her to move in. It was like, I felt bad for her. And then I was just like, well, why would she do that? Like, it just, I don't know. I was having emotional waves in this
was
scene.
Just like such an awkward time for Heidi.
So weird. Yeah.
I think she wasn't fitting in with them at all. And like, that's a hard pill to swallow too. Like, she wants to be with Spencer and she wants to have friends, but like sometimes you're just in different places.
Yes.
And this was like the small bit of like friendship that she gets with the girls. And so she's like, oh my God, my friends, guess what's happening to me? And then she like blurts it out, you know, but it's like,
why did you do that?
Wrong person.
Exactly.
Yeah, not now.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, did you guys notice that you can definitely tell that the conversation with her and Lo happened at a different time than when they were showing us? Because it was like a sound-bited conversation and their lips were not moving with like the words. So they must have had this conversation and they could hear it really clearly, but they couldn't see them very clearly. So they put like a different scene in front of the audio.
You know what? I didn't even notice that.
I didn't either.
Yeah. Well, go back and look at it. You'll notice.
Maybe they were like in the bathroom or outside or something when they actually had that conversation. Yeah.
Yeah. It seemed like they had good audio, just not good visuals or something.
So as they are leaving the club, Lauren is yelling about how in 2007 she's never had to pee so bad in her life. And Spencer and Heidi are with the group at first, but then they all go their separate ways. And I was like, maybe Lauren just like really had to find a place to pee. And that's why she was like, okay, we're going to go this way. You know, I don't know. It was weird and confusing. But then Spencer is like, don't you like how they just leave you without saying goodbye? Great friends, your best friend. Was there a goodbye, Heidi? Heidi says, maybe. And Spencer says, oh, reality check for you. Who am I? I'm Lauren. Walk right by Heidi without saying goodbye.
Like, why are we rubbing this in and not being supportive?
He's so annoying.
He's so immature.
I like, she didn't even notice that Lauren didn't say bye to her.
I know.
Oh my God, she definitely did. Like, she did. She felt bad, and he's just like being an ass and like, you know, rubbing it in.
So yeah, scene ends with him just like doing this, and she's like, stop. And he's just like continue being like, it's a reality check.
He tells her, I don't stop.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. Heidi's like, please stop. And he's like, no, I don't stop.
Ew.
He's not lying.
Ew. With a capital E and W.
Next, we are at Bolt House, and Heidi and Elodie are stuffing envelopes for a party. Heidi asks Elodie how her New Year's Eve was, and Elodie says it was okay, but she had to work. She asks Heidi what she did, and Heidi tells her she was kind of disappointed because she made an effort to be with Lauren all night. Spencer didn't want to spend New Year's with her and her friends, but then Lauren was mostly with Audrina all night and that she hardly saw her. Elodie says they probably didn't want Spencer there. True.
Spot on.
Yeah. Then Heidi tells Elodie that Spencer asked her to move in with him, and Elodie's like, no way. Heidi says that Spencer told her, every day I love you more, and I just never thought I'd feel this way about somebody, and I didn't know what love is. And Elodie's like, really? And Heidi says she's never been in love like this. This is a different level. Elodie asks Heidi if she's ready for that, and she says she really is so young still. She asks if Heidi has mentioned it to Lauren, and Heidi says not yet. And Elodie asks what she's thinking right now, and Heidi says nothing, but she kind of makes like an, I don't know, face at the end there.
Yeah.
Which she knows.
She knows.
At this point, she knows.
She knows she wants to do it. Yeah. She's going to say yes. Yeah.
I found it interesting, though, that Heidi saw the situation that way, because was she really making an effort to hang out with them other than Spencer at the club? Did we really see that? Because I feel like she was pretty attached to Spencer all night.
Yeah.
And it definitely wasn't like a Rocky Brianna pool party situation from Laguna.
Mm-mm.
You know, like she wasn't like fully putting herself out there and then getting ignored.
Kind of. I think that by her even like coming, that is a big step of her like incorporating them into her New Year's.
Yeah.
And like maybe Lo, Audrina, like, yeah, they said hi to her, but they weren't like including her and stuff. Like they did the hair salon thing. She already felt left out there. Like, maybe it wasn't Rocky and Brianna, but it was, I can see why she feels like bad. But she also kind of did it to herself, so.
Yeah, I just keep thinking of the episode when she was going to have a day with Lauren and then she ditched her to go to the movies with Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that, you know?
Yeah.
Then we are at Kelly's coffee house with Whitney and Lauren, and Whitney asks Lauren how her New Year's was. Lauren tells her about her date and says that since he was on vacation, it was part of his appeal, like he'll go away. Whitney says it could have been a nice little winter fling, and Lauren says, it was. I kissed him on New Year's. That was my fling. Also, I didn't put this in my notes, but I thought it was funny that like the guy was still in town. Lauren's just like, no, I'm done. It's good. Lauren says the crowd there was a little random and tells her about Lo being there. She says she only got to see Heidi for like 2 minutes on New Year's and says it's better than nothing. Whitney says they've been together for a long time now and asks how many months, like Heidi and Spencer, how long have they been together? Lauren says she doesn't know because she expected them to screw it up by now. And Whitney says she didn't think it was going to last this long either, and Lauren says that nobody did. Lauren says she was really excited to spend New Year's with some of her closest friends, and those were all the people who really had been there for her. Whitney says they're all trying to find out who their true friends are, and it sucks. But I wonder what Whitney was doing. We didn't get to find out what she did.
Hanging out with her real friends?
Yeah.
I know.
Her school family or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we see Spencer and Heidi out at another restaurant. This one, how do you guys think this restaurant is pronounced? Kugini. I have no idea, but okay, they're at a restaurant. And I thought Heidi's dress was really cute here.
Yeah, she has the perfect boob size for it.
Yeah.
I put another white Grecian dress. This one is full boobs out.
Yeah. She's pulling it off. She looked good, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So they sit down at the table and Heidi's like, cheers, I love you. And Spencer says, cheers, I love you more. He tells her that he deals with all her crazy friends, all her drama, and says that Heidi's the one with all the baggage. Heidi says she doesn't have baggage. She has a lot of people in her life, a lot of things that she's doing. And he calls them baggage, but it's a lot that she has to deal with. She tells him to go cry to himself because I won't be crying with you later. And then he like mocks like a sad violin playing at her. And he says, I've been thinking a lot, and I think it's really rude that you've chosen Lauren over me. And Heidi says, I think it's really rude that you've made me choose.
Ooh.
That's good. Good comeback. And he's like, is that what you think? You are choosing to live with somebody who abandons you out in front of clubs. I don't think so.
Okay, Spencer.
I know. She wasn't abandoned. Heidi says she doesn't really know why she did that, but there has to come a time when she lets go a little bit. She says there was never a time where she said that she disliked Jason. She says Lauren moved in with him in the summer, and she never said that they'd stop being friends, so she'd expect the same from her. And Spencer's surprised and is like, whoa, this is a new statement. And Heidi asks who he's going to get a house from. He tells her not to worry about that, and all she needs to worry about is how she's going to break it to Lauren.
He's like a drug dealer, right? He's like, don't you worry about that.
Yeah. Like, what is this question? Where are you getting a house? I'm renting. I'm renting. Who has houses that are, who's handing out the houses?
Yeah. I'd like to know. Yeah.
His dentist, like, father's, like, friends?
He's like, I come to you on this.
Yeah.
The day of my reality show.
We are then at Cafe Sushi where Lauren and Lo are getting dinner, and Lo immediately started coughing and was like, I have ginger juice up my nose.
I miss Lo and her weird, cute things.
I know.
She's so cute.
Yes. Lauren asks if it's burning her brain, and she says, yeah, it really does. It's burning my brain. Lauren asks if she had a good New Year's, and Lo says that she did, and how it was so good to be back in LA with everybody. Lauren says someone told her that Jen was going to go to Area on New Year's, and Lo says that she heard the same, that Jen had bought a ticket and everything. Lauren says she's probably like, I have no more friendships to destroy, and asks who does she even hang out with. Lo says she guesses she's spending time with her friends at USC and that it's disappointing that their friendship had to end in the way that it did. Lauren says, honestly, at this point, I'd so much rather have a few good friends than a lot of fake friends. Lo says, especially in LA, it's hard to find friends that are sincere. And then Lo asks, who's moving into your apartment when Heidi moves out with Spencer?
The shit stirrer.
I know. Lauren just is like shocked and is like, did she tell you that? Lo tells her about Heidi's comments on New Year's and asks, she didn't tell you that? And Lauren says, no, it's really weird that she wouldn't say something to me. I don't think she would move in with Spencer. It's way too soon. I know she's crazy about him, but she's not that crazy. Lo says, that's so weird. And as they're getting up to leave, Lo's just like, awkward. And poor Lauren to find out like that. I don't know.
And she really did look surprised. Like that was the first time she'd heard of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I feel like Lo is a producer's dream puppet because she will literally like say anything if they ask her to, and she does it in a really like, I think we can notice it now.
Organic way.
It's organic, but like I think we see it when she like gets like her courage to like say something
she
now.
Knew she was dropping a bomb.
Yeah, but she literally will say anything.
Yeah.
Lo still had her like bouffant hair. Did you guys see?
Yes.
At this dinner?
Yeah. It was like the same hairdo as on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Another awful dress with the umpire waist, like super high. It's cute, I thought, but just a little mature for her age.
A little old.
Yeah. She likes to dress like a grandma.
Yeah.
So does Lauren, but in a totally different way.
Different way. Yeah.
Oh my God, you guys.
At least Lauren doing her hair like that also. Can you imagine? Well, what did you guys think? Was it a good New Year's Eve? Better than last year? Worse?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the episode. I didn't think it was bad.
It was less eventful than last year. Like it felt a little fillery to me, but it was like fun.
It was fun.
Episode.
It was like, as I was writing it all out, I was just kind of like a little annoyed by like the first however many minutes were like, what are we going to do on New Year's? And then it's New Year's. And then let's talk about New Year's. You know, it was just so like.
They were trying to craft a story for sure, like around New Year's.
And it wasn't as big of a deal as last year. I guess the biggest thing was Spencer asking Heidi to move in. So.
Yeah.
Well, did you guys have a favorite outfit?
Lauren's New Year's outfit.
I put all three of theirs, Lauren, Audrina, and Heidi.
Yeah, I said Heidi. I liked her dress the best, but they were all good.
Yeah.
And what about Moment?
I just said that it was cute, Lo, and the ginger.
I love that made your favorite moment.
Yeah.
Just because I missed her. I don't know. I was like, oh, she's so cute.
Mine is literally just seeing Lo again because nothing dramatic happened, but like I'm glad that she was in so much of the episode because we really missed her.
That was mine too. It was just her showing up and being
oh my God.
What?
Look at us all missing Lo.
I
know.
Yeah.
Just Lo showing up and like being drunk like immediately, and then just like Heidi telling Lo the drama first. Like, it was just good. It was good.
It was good.
Well, stay tuned for next week when Candace recaps episode 10, Apology Not Accepted. It's a good one. Jen the Rat.
One of my favorites.
Thank you for tuning in to Season 5 of Millennial TV. Please be sure to follow us on Instagram at Millennial TV, that's TEAV. If you'd like to watch us, check us out on our YouTube channel. You can watch our interviews with cast members and producers, along with video recaps that include footage from the show. You can subscribe to us on YouTube at Millennial TV Podcast. If you'd like to send us a message, feel free to email us at millennialtv@gmail.com. We love hearing feedback from our listeners and always make sure to respond. This is Liz, Candace, and Adrienne, and we'll see you next week.